In the vast ecosystem of Microsoft Azure, understanding the hierarchy of resource groups, subscriptions, and management groups is crucial. This hierarchy helps in organizing, managing, and controlling access to resources efficiently. It forms the backbone of Azure's resource management strategy, ensuring that resources are logically grouped and managed according to organizational needs. This presentation will delve into each component of this hierarchy, explaining their roles, benefits, and how they interrelate to provide a robust framework for resource management. Resource groups in Azure are containers that hold related resources for an Azure solution. They provide a way to manage and organize resources such as virtual machines, databases, and storage accounts. By grouping resources, you can deploy, update, and delete them as a single entity. This simplifies management and ensures that resources that share a common lifecycle are managed together. Resource groups also enable role-based access control, RBAC, allowing you to assign permissions to users at the resource group level, ensuring secure and efficient management. Subscriptions in Azure are a logical unit of Azure services that link to an Azure account. They act as a billing container, grouping together resources that share the same billing and usage policies. Each subscription has its own set of resources and can be managed independently. Subscriptions are essential for organizing resources based on different projects, departments, or environments. They also provide a way to apply policies and manage costs effectively. By using multiple subscriptions, organizations can segregate resources and manage them according to their specific needs. Management groups in Azure provide a way to efficiently manage access, policies, and compliance across multiple subscriptions. They are containers that help you organize subscriptions into a hierarchy for unified policy and access management. Management groups allow you to apply policies and RBAC settings at a higher level, which are then inherited by all subscriptions within the group. This hierarchical structure simplifies governance and ensures consistent policy enforcement across the organization. Management groups are particularly useful for large enterprises with multiple subscriptions. The hierarchy of Azure resources starts with management groups at the top, followed by subscriptions, and then resource groups at the bottom. This structure allows for scalable and flexible management of resources. Management groups provide a way to apply policies and manage access across multiple subscriptions. Subscriptions act as containers for resource groups, which in turn contain individual resources. This hierarchical model ensures that policies and access controls can be applied consistently and efficiently across the entire organization, providing a robust framework for resource management. Resource groups offer several benefits, including simplified resource management, improved organization, and enhanced security. By grouping related resources, you can manage them as a single entity, making it easier to deploy, update, and delete resources. Resource groups also enable role-based access control, allowing you to assign permissions at the group level. This ensures that only authorized users can access and manage resources, enhancing security. Additionally, resource groups provide a way to organize resources based on their life cycle, improving overall efficiency and management. Using multiple subscriptions in Azure offers several advantages, including improved resource organization, cost management, and policy enforcement. By segregating resources into different subscriptions, organizations can manage them based on specific projects, departments, or environments. This helps in tracking and managing costs more effectively, as each subscription has its own billing and usage policies. Multiple subscriptions also allow for better policy enforcement, as policies can be applied at the subscription level. This ensures that resources within each subscription adhere to organizational standards and compliance requirements. For large enterprises with multiple subscriptions, management groups provide a powerful tool for unified policy and access management. By organizing subscriptions into a hierarchy, management groups allow for consistent policy enforcement and access control across the organization. This simplifies governance and ensures that all subscriptions adhere to organizational standards and compliance requirements. Management groups also enable centralized management of policies and RBAC settings, reducing administrative overhead and improving overall efficiency. This hierarchical structure is particularly beneficial for large enterprises with complex resource management needs. Role-based access control, RBAC, is a key feature of Azure's resource management strategy. RBAC allows you to assign permissions to users, groups, and applications at different levels of the hierarchy, including management groups, subscriptions, and resource groups. This ensures that only authorized users can access and manage resources, enhancing security and compliance. RBAC provides fine-grained control over resource access, allowing you to define roles and assign permissions based on specific needs. By implementing RBAC, organizations can ensure secure and efficient management of their Azure resources. Azure policies provide a way to enforce organizational standards and compliance requirements across the hierarchy of resources. Policies can be applied at different levels, including management groups, subscriptions, and resource groups. This ensures that all resources adhere to defined standards and compliance requirements. Policies can be used to enforce rules, such as allowed resource types, location restrictions, and naming conventions. By applying policies across the hierarchy, organizations can ensure consistent policy enforcement and compliance, reducing the risk of non-compliance and improving overall governance. Effective cost management is a critical aspect of Azure Resource Management. By using the hierarchy of management groups, subscriptions, and resource groups, organizations can track and manage costs more effectively. Subscriptions provide a way to group resources based on billing and usage policies, allowing for better cost tracking and management. Management groups enable centralized cost management across multiple subscriptions, providing a unified view of costs and usage. Resource groups allow for cost allocation based on specific projects or departments. By leveraging this hierarchical structure, organizations can optimize costs and improve overall efficiency. Organizing resources effectively is essential for efficient management and governance. Best practices for resource organization in Azure include using a clear and consistent naming convention, grouping related resources into resource groups, and segregating resources into different subscriptions based on projects, departments, or environments. Management groups should be used to organize subscriptions into a hierarchy for unified policy and access management. Implementing role-based access control, RBAC, and applying policies across the hierarchy are also important for ensuring security and compliance. By following these best practices, organizations can achieve efficient and effective resource management in Azure. Let's consider a case study of a large enterprise implementing Azure's resource hierarchy. The organization has multiple departments, each with its own set of projects and resources. By using management groups, the enterprise organizes its subscriptions into a hierarchy based on departments. Each department has its own subscriptions, which are further divided into resource groups based on projects. Policies and RBAC-C settings are applied at the management group level, ensuring consistent policy enforcement and access control across the organization. This hierarchical structure simplifies governance, improves resource management, and ensures compliance with organizational standards. Understanding the hierarchy of resource groups, subscriptions, and management groups is essential for efficient and effective resource management in Azure. This hierarchical structure provides a robust framework for organizing, managing, and controlling access to resources. By leveraging resource groups, subscriptions, and management groups, organizations can achieve improved resource organization, cost management, policy enforcement, and security. Implementing role-based access control, RBAC, and applying policies across the hierarchy are key to ensuring compliance and governance. By following best practices and leveraging this hierarchical structure, organizations can optimize their Azure resource management strategy.